Hello friends, let us now answer one more question about the electromagnetic radiation. Before we go into this details, so first let us now learn some important points about electromagnetic radiation. Okay, electromagnetic radiation, it consists of two waves. As the name says, it has both electric and magnetic waves are seen perpendicular to each other. Okay, this electric and magnetic waves or electromagnetic radiation, it will travel at constant speed. The speed will be same, and this speed is equal to the speed of light, and this speed is also related to the medium through which it travels. So it mainly depends upon the medium through which it travels. Now, electromagnetic radiation, this electromagnetic radiation normally exists as packets of discrete packets of energy. So this electromagnetic radiation exists as discrete packets of or packages of energy, and these discrete packages of energy is called as photons. These photons will behave as both waves, and it will also behave as particles. So this property of photons to behave as both waves and particles is called as wave particle duality. This is about the electromagnetic radiation. So electromagnetic radiation is nothing but some discrete packets of energy. So these discrete packets of energy are called as photons. These photons will behave as waves and particles. So the property of these photons to behave as waves and particles is called as wave particle duality. Now, this energy of the photon is related to both wavelength, and it is also related to frequency. Okay, so if you see the energy of the photon E is equal to h, which is Planck's constant, into f, which is frequency. So f is frequency, h is Planck's constant. Okay, next, this f or frequency is inversely proportional to the wavelength, that is equal to 1 by wavelength. So what does this means? This means energy is directly proportional to frequency, and energy is inversely proportional to wavelength. Then one more point that we have to learn is the difference between gamma rays and X-rays. So X-rays and gamma rays both are the part of electromagnetic spectrum or electromagnetic radiation. So these X-rays and gamma rays both have same frequency and they have same wavelength. So you cannot differentiate the X-rays and gamma rays with the help of frequency and wavelength. Actually, the X-rays and gamma rays, actually they have different frequencies and different wavelength. X-rays and gamma rays have different frequencies and they have different wavelengths also. The wavelength and frequencies are not same for X-rays and gamma rays. Both have same velocity. Both have same velocity but different frequency and different wavelength. And if you see the X-rays, these X-rays are actually produced by electronic interaction. Whenever the electrons interact with each other, we have production of X-rays. We will learn them in X-ray physics anyways. Whereas gamma rays are produced by nuclear reaction. So the X-rays are produced by electron interactions, whereas gamma rays are produced by nuclear reactions. So let us go to the question. Concerning electromagnetic radiation, A. It travels at constant speed independent of the matter through which it travels. It travels with constant speed is true, but it is dependent on matter or through which it travels. So this is false. Wavelength and frequency are directly related. False. We have already seen wavelength is inversely proportional to the frequency. The product of wavelength and frequency is constant. True. Product of wavelength and frequency is always constant. Electromagnetic radiation exists as photons. True. What are electromagnetic radiation? It is um, electromagnetic radiation exists as discrete packages of energy which is called as photons. So this is true. X-rays and gamma rays always have different frequencies and wavelengths. They have different frequencies and wavelengths. This is true. Okay, thank you.